In Chapter 1053, we already know Luffy's bounty after the Battle of Onigashima. How about Buggy? Buggy's bounty value that we know is still his bounty in East Blue. We don't know Buggy's bounty yet after becoming a Yonko. Even when we became Seven Warlords, we didn't know how much Buggy's bounty was. Oda will probably reveal this in a future chapter. While waiting, I'll try to speculate on Buggy's bounty. But before we start this video, please smash that like button. And if you haven't subscribed to this channel, please subscribe and click notification bell, or you will miss future anime videos. Buggy's bounty in East Blue was 15 million, a price that might be hefty in East Blue, but still loses to other villains in the plot like Don Krieg and Arlong. Luffy's bounty of 3 billion berries is actually interesting. You may remember that Luffy's first bounty number was 30 million berries. From that comparison, we can see how much Luffy's bounty increased. So if Luffy's first bounty was 30 million berries, and now is 3 billion berries, it could be Buggy's bounty from 15 million berries to 1,500 million berries. That feels like a realistic number to Buggy. Luffy has also started to be referred to as the 5th Yonko by Morgans when his bounty reaches 1,500 million berries. Although among the other Yonko his value is very low, it is still higher than the value of the Yonko commander known so far. But maybe Buggy's bounty is higher than Luffy's. There are several reasons that open up this possibility. First, Oda seems like a hobby of putting Buggy in a good position. Starting from making Buggy the Seven Warlords to now becoming a Yonko, it's possible that Oda will give Buggy a high bounty as well. Second, Buggy has experience being a member of Roger's group, even though it's only an apprenticeship, and he's been a pirate longer. Especially when we count Buggy's experience at Oro Jackson, it's possible that Buggy is considered on par with Shanks as a threat due to that factor, although we as readers certainly know what Buggy's strength is. Third, the world government had no reason to try to cover up Buggy's achievements. For Luffy's position as the owner of the Will of D, and also the Devil Fruit Eater Hita no Mi model, Nika seems to have made the world government wary. Even the Gorosei wanted to remove the name D from Luffy's poster. Even Luffy's 3 billion figure may be an attempt to cover up Luffy's potential danger. That number is on par with Kid and Law, while Luffy should be more dangerous than the two of them. Meanwhile, the Gorosei shouldn't have any reason to try to cover up Buggy's abilities. So if Buggy was deemed dangerous, he could be given a big bounty. Fourth, there is a possibility that Buggy will become a Yonko by overcoming or escaping the Marines who are invading his territory. It could be considered dangerous by the Navy, because we know that the nickname of the Buggy now is the Bombastic Clown Buggy. Fifth, Buggy dominates the black market after Doflamingo's fall. This can make his influence and power feel strong. And finally, let's make a very wild theory. First, let's start with the kanji of his name. And we get 3,985 million berries. And his previous bounty was 15 million berries, which if you sum it up, 3,985 million plus 15 million equals 4 billion. So the conclusion is that I currently estimate Buggy's bounty to be at least 1,500 million berries, based on the previous bounties we know. Even so, based on the description I made earlier, I suspect that there is a possibility that his new Buggy bounty will surpass Luffy's, which is 3,985 million berries, or 4 billion berries. But this is just a theory. Of course, the real answer will be known later in the next chapter. Well, what do you think? How much is Buggy's bounty after becoming a Yonko? Leave a comment below.